but our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free, and the home of the brave.
And now, please join us in this time-honored Olathe North tradition by standing and singing our alma mater along with the band and choir. And now kickoff is almost here. Please stay on your feet for the fight song.
Flawless game. Flawless game. No errors tonight. Keep the streak alive. Appreciate it. You got the digital ones again. See that? You heard the sound of distance markers.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing tonight's visiting team, the Blue Valley West Jaguars, under head coach Josh Huntermeyer.
If you on the other side of the line, you don't for it. We bust through old lines and crush quarterbacks. 100 points in 2 games, who can top that?
And now let's hear it for your Olathe. And now let's hear it for your Olathe Heart
Number 30, Noah Palmer. Number 33, Mason Fry. Number 37, Abram Phillips. Number 40, A.J. Patillo. Number 41, Nolan Gray.
Jack Price.
Number 49, Jonathan Mendoza. Number 73, Michael Vernon Jr.
And number 76, Jaheim Johnson. Let's hear
For your Olathe North Eagles.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to this 8-10 varsity broadcast of the sectional championship between the Olathe North Eagles at 8-2, I beg your pardon, and the Blue Valley West Jaguars, who are 7-3. I'm Adam Dravetta, and I'm joined by all the fine students at Eagle Studios. Thanks to them for helping me out tonight. They're doing a great job. And let's get into what happened last week. Olathe North defeated Wyandotte. They had very little trouble with the Wyandotte Bulldogs, beating them 56-13 to move on to this quarterfinal round of the playoffs. Blue Valley West beat Shawnee Mission Northwest 42-29. And it's worth noting that Olathe North was the only Sunflower League team to still be alive in these 6A playoffs. Everybody else in the East, anyway, is coming out of the EKL. The winner of this game will play the winner of Blue Valley and Blue Valley North next week, which will be the sub-state championship game. And we will obviously keep a close eye on that game, as well as all the other scores from around the area, which you can get at 810varsity.com. Just getting underway here with the coin flip. And it's very possible that both teams will be getting what is ultimately their first major test of these playoffs. Once you get into this point, you've got 8 teams left in the state, and nobody should be taken lightly. So we know that Chris McCartney and Josh Korkenmeyer, head coaches of Olathe North and Blue Valley West, respectively, will have their teams ready to go. Looks like Olathe North is going to start the game kicking off. Back deep to receive for Blue Valley West is number 3, Will Reimer, and number 7, Andrew Bradley. And if I'm not mistaken, Jackson Sarver will line up to do the kickoff duties for Olathe North. He's usually the one in line. That is indeed number 12, Jackson Sarver, ready to send it deep into the night. A little warmer this week than it was last week. Kickoff temperature about 43 degrees, quite a bit cooler last week. And there goes the kickoff. That is taken. No, it is not taken, I beg your pardon. It's out of bounds, but I think it bounced off of a Blue Valley West player, so there will be no penalty. It looked like it was rolling off out of bounds anyway, but it wound up bouncing off the ankle of a Blue Valley West player, so the Jags will start at their own 20. So a bit of a break there for Olathe North. Kickoff was looking to roll out of bounds, which would have given Blue Valley West much better field position. Instead, they'll be starting at their own 20 with 1st and 10. Number 1, Greg Riddle lined up in the quarterback position. Jags have trips to the right and another receiver to the near side on the left. Riddle will look to pass, and he sends it out of bounds. Looked like David Brown was the intended receiver, but it sailed well over his head and out of bounds, so that will bring up 2nd and 10 here for Blue Valley West. No huddle attack coming here for Blue Valley West. Same setup, 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the near side on the left. Riddle will hand it off this time, and right up the middle goes number 25, Riley Cummings, so his first carry of the night. And that'll bring up about 3rd and 9, as Riley Cummings was only able to get about a yard. No huddle once again coming. Riddle will take the shotgun snap as Cummings joins him in the backfield. And looking to throw, and now he'll tuck it and run, but he is tackled with a loss of 1. Looked like number 40 got in there. That's A.J. Patillo. So that'll bring up 4th and 10. So a quick 3 and out here for Blue Valley West. Olathe North defense picking up right where they left off last week, as they dominated the Wyandotte Bulldogs last week, and they force a 3 and out on the first drive here this week.
That's pronounced Patillo.
Beg your pardon, A.J. Patillo is how he pronounced that name. That was my apologies. And the punt sails and bounces back, takes an Olathe North hop, and it will be down at about the 46. So Olathe North starting with solid field position at their own 46-yard line. So we'll see who's in at quarterback. To have the 3-man rotation playing quarterback do the Eagles. Usually Arlen Bruce, the 4th, will start, and he is again tonight, back wearing number 7. Last week, because of a jersey issue, they had to have him wearing number 2, but this week Arlen Bruce, the 4th, is back in his old familiar number 7, and he'll fake the handoff and tuck it and run this time, and he is forward for about a 6-yard gain, so that'll bring up 2nd and 4, and they're already, Olathe North already into Blue Valley West territory. 2nd and 4 here coming for the Eagles. Both of these offenses run a no-huddle attack, so that should speed things up and perhaps provide some high-scoring excitement for the fans. Bruce once again will keep it go to the left, and he's still on his feet, up for a first down to the 34-yard line. So 2 runs, and for a total of about 19 yards already for Arlen Bruce, so a couple of really good rushes to start the game. And Olathe North already at the Blue Valley West 35-yard line, looking at 1st and 10. Man comes in motion as Arlen Bruce awaits the snap, and he will hand it off. That goes to number 10, Jacob Parrish. Parrish is around to the right. And it looks like he gets about 4 yards to bring up 2nd and 6. Riley Cummings got in there for the tackle. Parrish once again joins Bruce in the backfield as Arlen Bruce readies himself for the shotgun snap, 2nd and 6. And he will once again keep it himself, go to the left, cut back to the right, and he about broke a tackle for a sure touchdown. But the touchdown-saving tackle was made, but Arlen Bruce did get a first down all the way up to the 19-yard line. So Olathe North offense humming so far. They've got 1st and 10 coming from the 19-yard line, so they're right on the cusp of the end zone. Bruce gives it to Parrish again. Parrish will cut forward inside the 15. Looks like almost to the 14-yard line. Looks like about the 14.5-yard line. So another carry for Parrish. About 5 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and 5 here for the Eagles. Bruce looks back to the sideline for the play call. Readies himself. Takes the snap, keeps it himself, faked the handoff to Parrish and wound up going right up the middle. And Arlen Bruce forward to about the 11-yard line, tackled by a host of Blue Valley West Jaguars. And that ball is almost to the 10-yard line. Luke Ralston looked like he was the first one in there for the tackle, but a whole bunch of Blue Valley West defenders joined him. And here comes Arlen Bruce around to the right, but he is met immediately. Looked like number 5 and number 16. That was Thompson Cook and Jake Cummings in there on the tackle. So a loss of a couple, and that brings up third down, I beg your pardon. No, that will be fourth down. Fourth down and about 3, so an important play coming here as the Eagles will go for it. They're in about the 12, and they need the 9 for the first down, so a chance to get a big hold here for Blue Valley West. Bruce will keep it himself. He goes around the left, and he is met and still on his feet, but eventually taken down for a loss of 2, so Blue Valley West holds. And the Jags will take it over. After a turnover on downs, Blue Valley West will get the ball back at the 15-yard line. So a great hold for Blue Valley West after Olathe North was just cutting through their defense, got well into the red zone, but Blue Valley West stood strong on that fourth down, and they get the ball back. Greg Riddle readies himself for the snap, and he will take it and hand it off. That goes once again to number 25, Riley Cummings. And Cummings gets forward for about 2, and that'll bring up 2nd and 8. His second carry of the night. Greg Riddle's been in shotgun for every single Blue Valley West play. I think that's where he'll spend most of his time taking the snaps, and he will look to throw this time. Goes to the left, and that is caught, but a very quick tackle. That was caught by number 86, David Brown, but the very quick tackle made by Malcolm McKibben. And Blue Valley West forward to about the 21-yard line, but that brings up 3rd and 5. So big third down here coming, and Riddle will look to pass again. The left-handed pass will go incomplete. That was intended once again by Brown, and good defense by McKibben. So that brings up 4th down, and just like that, Blue Valley West is forced to punt once again. Mario Sanchez back deep to receive the punt. Second punt here by Blue Valley West already. Andrew Pendergast back to punt. And that is a long punt. Great punt by Pendergast. And that will keep rolling. And that is picked up by Sanchez around the 20. And he's got nowhere to go. And he is eventually brought down. Looked like Thomas Cook was the first one in there for the tackle. And a great punt by Pendergast flips the field position. And Olathe North will take over at their own 21-yard line. And I'm not sure Olathe North had to start this far back at all last week against Wyandotte. Seemed like all last week, all their offensive drives were starting in Wyandotte territory, so this will be pretty deep in their own territory. 1st and 10 here coming from the Olathe North 21. As Arlen Bruce heads back in at quarterback, joined by Jacob Parrish in the backfield. Shotgun snap goes to Bruce, and he'll take it around the right. Cuts forward, looks like he gained about 5 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd and 5. So Arlen Bruce, the 4th, once again the center of the Olathe North offensive attack as Pendergast got in there for the tackle. 2nd and 4 coming here for Olathe North. Bruce takes the snap, hands it off to Parrish. Parrish gets around the left. He has enough for a first down. Legs still churning. He's up to the 35-yard line. And it looked like it was Pendergast in for the stop, but not before Parrish got a first down up to the 35-yard line. And Pendergast made contact at about the 31, and Parrish kept his legs churning all the way up to the 35. Good carry there for Jacob Parrish. Wide receiver on each side, but handoff goes again to Parrish, and Parrish almost breaks free. A shoestring tackle saved a touchdown. Parrish got a 9-yard carry there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 1, and Parrish was that close to breaking free for what would have been a 65-yard touchdown run. Instead, the Eagles are looking at 2nd and 1 at their own 44-yard line. Bruce now looks to pass, and he's got a man open, and that is just overthrown. Looked like that was intended for number 21. That was Dale Stout. Good defense there by Blue Valley West, brings up 3rd and 1. So the first pass attempt from Arlen Bruce, the 4th sails long, and that brings up 3rd down. Already down to under 4 minutes left in this first quarter. You'd imagine the Eagles will run it once again, and they do, but Jacob Parrish is hit immediately. That was number 54, Ike Summerlin. Loss of about 3. And that brings up another 4th down, and it looks like the Eagles are planning on going for it. And Arlen Bruce is alone in the backfield with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and another big 4th down. You'll remember last time the Eagles were in this situation, Blue Valley West stopped them, and Bruce will just do a little pooch punt. So he lined up in shotgun formation, but little pooch punt, actually a very successful one, rolls all the way down inside the 10. So good punt there by Arlen Bruce, the 4th. And Blue Valley West will have their worst starting field position of the night at their own 9-yard line. Greg Riddle and company coming back in here for Blue Valley West. Joined once again in the backfield by Riley Cummings. Riddle will fake the handoff and throw it, and that is an incomplete pass. Looked like Noah Palmer was in there to break it up. It was intended for Jack Davis, so that brings up 2nd and 10. Good defense there by Noah Palmer to force the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 here coming from the Blue Valley West 9. 4 receivers wide, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Riddle will once again look to throw, and he is getting hassled in the backfield, takes off and runs, but he is tackled by number 40, A.J. Patillo. So great tackle there by Patillo. Will bring up 3rd and long. Looks like 3rd and about 8 here coming for Blue Valley West. They have not gotten a first down yet tonight. Riddle takes the snap, looking to throw once again, and he will just have to throw it away. Was that picked off? That might have been picked off. Looked like Patillo caught an interception. We're still waiting on the call. Not sure what they're going to say. No, they're now saying incomplete. as Blue Valley West punt unit comes back on, it really looked like Patillo had that caught as Riddle was forced to just throw it away down near the line of scrimmage, but the officials are saying that it fell incomplete, so that will bring up 4th and 7. Blue Valley West once again forced to punt. Sanchez back to receive the punt as Pendergast looks to send it away. Sanchez standing at about the 50-yard line. Punt goes to Sanchez. He'll take it, and he cuts to the right. Tries to cut back around the 40, gets forward to about the 38. So about a 12-yard return there by Mario Sanchez. That was his first chance at returning a punt tonight. The previous two, one sailed very short and he stayed away from it, and the other one sailed very long. Actually, now that I think about it, he was able to attempt a return on that long punt earlier, but only got forward for about a yard. This most recent punt, he got 12 out of it, setting the Eagles up with great field position to the 38-yard line. As Arlen Bruce comes back in, beg your pardon, a switch at quarterback, just as I get comfortable with the name. Caleb Nelson now in at quarterback, and he will hand it off. That goes to Bruce. So Arlen Bruce now lining up at running back. I told you earlier that usually three quarterbacks will get looks for the Eagles. Caleb Nelson, the second quarterback in tonight. Jackson Sarver also gets a few snaps. And Arlen Bruce, the fourth, lined up in the running back position, and he got forward there for about 4 yards, bringing up 2nd and 6. Two wide receivers to the left. Arlen Bruce joins Caleb Nelson in the backfield. Nelson at quarterback. Fakes the handoff, and he'll throw it this time. He has a man wide open, and that will be a touchdown to number 81. 34-yard touchdown pass. That was to number 81, and we don't have on the program, but a 34-yard pass and catch. We'll try to find out who that is. Gage Hebert was the name we're given on that number 81, so touchdown. So Nelson hits Hebert for a 34-yard touchdown run, and Zach Wallaby-Neal hits the extra point, and it is 7-0 Olathe North. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, Gage Hebert. So, Olathe North, the first one to strike, and they're up 7-0 with 1:08 left. Jackson Sarver in to receive the kick. And Sarver has a short kick, and that is fielded. No, he lost the football. Looks like Olathe North dove back on it. And Olathe North comes up with the ball. That is number 54, Jackson Davis. So a fumbled kickoff will give Olathe North another possession. So everything going Olathe North's way right now. After the 34-yard touchdown pass from Nelson to Hebert, Blue Valley West fumbles the kickoff, and Olathe North takes over at the Jaguar 29-yard line. Excellent field position, and a chance all of a sudden for Olathe North to go up 2 possessions as both teams were struggling to score early in the first quarter. Nelson's back in at quarterback for Olathe North. Arlen Bruce, the fourth, joins him in the backfield as the running back. 2 wide receivers to the left. Nelson will fake the handoff, and he'll look to throw once again, and he's got a man open. Looked like it was nearly caught but ultimately fell incomplete. That was intended for Dale Stout. And Dale Stout was in the end zone. It looked like it would have been a spectacular touchdown grab if he was able to hang on to it. Unfortunately, he was not. So that brings up 2nd and 10 from the Olathe North 29-yard line. 3 wide receivers wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Nelson will hand it off this time to Arlen Bruce, the 4th, and he gets forward to about the 14, so that's good enough for a 5-yard gain to bring up 3rd and 9. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter, so the first quarter has gone by fairly quickly. But we will have at least one more play here in the quarter as Caleb Nelson looks back to the sideline to get the play call. 3rd and 5 coming here for Olathe North. They're at the Blue Valley West 24-yard line. And that's a little screen pass. Looked like it was intended for Stout, but he couldn't hang on to it. Good defense there by number 17, Austin Jones. So Jones forces the incomplete pass. And that brings up 4th and 5 here for Olathe North. Not sure what the distance is for Zach Wallaby-Neal, who comes in for Olathe North's extra points. I'm not sure if he'll be able to kick it here or not. Olathe North lined up as if they're going to go for it. They're very deep in Blue Valley West territory. Nelson alone in the backfield with 4 wide receivers. He will look to pass, and that was an incomplete pass. So that will be another turnover on downs. That's the second time already tonight that Blue Valley West has forced a turnover on downs deep in their own territory. So what was a drive that started on a fumble recovery winds up with no damage done. As Blue Valley West offense comes back on the field, they'll take over at their own 24-yard line. Riddle in the backfield with Riley Cummings, 4 wide receivers wide. Riley Cummings takes the handoff, and he is taken down in the backfield. Lost a couple. Looked like he was taken down by 2 Eagles. One of the first ones in there was Abram Phillips. And Michael Vernon Jr. also in there to take him down. And that will end the first quarter. And we will take a timeout as well. You're listening to high school football coverage on 810varsity.com. Olathe North leads Blue Valley West 7-0.
Car accident, storm damage, or a fire. When the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit Briar Payne Mead Insurance in Kansas City today at bpminsurance.com or call 913-402-9576. That's 913-402-9576 and ask about Auto Owners Insurance today.
Welcome back into Olathe District Activities Complex. My name is Adam Dravetta, and this is sectional playoff action between Olathe North and Blue Valley West. Blue Valley West facing 2nd and 11 here as we get ready to start the second quarter. 7-0 Eagles. Greg Riddle takes a shotgun snap, and he will now pitch it back to Cummings, and Cummings, not sure if he was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Abram Phillips. Looks like no gain. He was met. Riley Cummings was met in the backfield, but he was able to break a couple tackles and get back to the line of scrimmage to bring up 3rd and 11. When we get a chance, we will update you with some scores. The winner of this one, of course, plays Blue Valley or Blue Valley North in the Sub-State Championship. And we'll get an update on that game as Riddle looks to pass. And that is picked off. Abram Phillips has had 2 great tackles and now an interception on this drive alone. So a great night for the junior Abram Phillips. And once again, great field position for Olathe North. Their previous drive started deep in Blue Valley West territory after a fumble, but they came up short after a 3-and-out. This time after the interception by Abram Phillips, Olathe North's offense will look to capitalize. They start at the Blue Valley West 30-yard line. And it appears Arlen Bruce IV will be back at quarterback. And Jacob Parrish joins him in the backfield, but this instead will be a handoff. That goes to number 9, Corey Lawson. Lawson cuts it up the middle, and looks like he gets a first down, gain of about 11, so good carry there by Corey Lawson, his first of the night. 1st and 10 now coming from the Blue Valley West 19-yard line. There's been a couple times so far tonight where Olathe North has gotten deep into Blue Valley West territory, but Blue Valley West was able to force a 3-and-out, or a turnover on downs, I beg your pardon. So we'll see if Olathe North can punch it in here. They are inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Second quarter, Olathe North leads 7-0. Bruce IV takes the handoff, or takes the snap, hands it off to Jacob Parrish. Parrish forward for a couple of yards, and he was brought down by number 16, Jake Cummings. So that brings up 2nd and 8 for Olathe North. Bruce has 2 wide receivers to the left, and he is joined by Jacob Parrish in the backfield at running back. Fakes the handoff, and now Bruce will look to throw, and that will sail incomplete. That was intended for Sylvester Union. So that brings up 3rd down and 9 now. Union was in the end zone, but Bruce IV just overthrew him. So that brings up 3rd and 9. So another chance here for Blue Valley West to hold after Olathe North got great field position. Bruce readies himself, beg your pardon, that is Nelson. He's back in at quarterback. Now Nelson will look to throw. He's got a man in the end zone. Looked like that was caught. Touchdown! Great catch. I believe that was Dale Stout in there. What a fantastic catch by Dale Stout. A 19-yard touchdown pass from Nelson to Stout, and Stout had to just do a nice little toe tap in the corner of the end zone to make it 13-0 Eagles. Zach Wallaby-Neal in for the extra point. That is Nelson's 2nd touchdown pass of the night. First one went to Hebert. Extra point is up, looks good, and it is good. 14-0 Olathe North with 10:05 left in the second quarter. So we'll get a quick score update as we have a break ahead of the kickoff. We'll use that time to give you a score update. You can get all these scores on 810varsity.com, where you can also get game broadcasts and analysis. Elsewhere in 6A, Blue Valley leading Blue Valley North 7-0. The winner of that one will play Olathe, the winner of this game, next week. If Olathe North can hold on, they will advance to play the winner of Blue Valley and Blue Valley North, but we still have a ways to go. Elsewhere in 5A action, St. Thomas Aquinas leads Blue Valley West 14-0. DeSoto down to Mill Valley 2-0. Here comes the kickoff. That is taken at about the 15 and up the sideline, but stepping out of bounds is number 28, Jack Hoskins. Hoskins gets about 14 yards on that return as he was tiptoeing down the sideline. Blue Valley West will start at their own 29-yard line. Greg Riddle and the Blue Valley West offense has not been able to get a lot going tonight, as Cummings will take that handoff. And Riley Cummings gets forward to about the 3-yard line, or for about 3 yards, I beg your pardon. He gets to about the 32-yard line. And Blue Valley West now huddling. They were using a no-huddle attack for most of the first quarter, but now they are huddling up as they are facing 2nd and 7, and they are down 14-0. So you know Blue Valley West would love to at least cut the score in half if they could before halftime. Riddle takes the handoff again. He is met very quickly by number 33, Mason Pride. Looked like Riddle was able to gain about 2 to bring up 3rd and 5. Crucial 3rd down here coming for Blue Valley West. You don't want to have to punt it away once again down 2 scores. Trips to the left, and Riddle will pass it, and he will find number 86. Not quite enough for a first down. David Brown with the catch, but only gain of about 4 yards. So 4th and 1 here coming for Blue Valley West. Not sure what they'll decide to do. They are pretty deep in their own territory. However, they're down 14-0, and they need to put themselves in a position to score. Does not look like right now they will punt. They're lined up as in their normal offensive set with Riddle in the backfield in shotgun formation, joined by Riley Cummings. Handoff to Cummings, and he is stopped in the backfield. Looked like Mason Pride got in there once again for the tackle. Also give credit for that tackle to number 73, Michael Vernon Jr., but there were about 4 or 5 Olathe North Eagles in there on a gang tackle to force a turnover on downs, and Olathe North, excellent field position. Once again, they are deep inside Blue Valley West territory. They've had 3 drives begin deep in Blue Valley West territory. They were able to capitalize on one of them. This time they start at the 35-yard line.
That should be a legal formation.
Arlen Bruce, the 4th, takes the snap. He will hand it off. And that is a fumble recovered by Blue Valley West. The handoff went to Corey Lawson, but he fumbled it after attempting to get around to the right. So Blue Valley West catches a break, and they will start at the 28-yard line, I beg your pardon. So just like that, Blue Valley West comes back in. So they have a chance now to redeem themselves. Trips wide to the right as Riddle will look to pass after the shotgun snap. He looks to his left and has a man open, and that is caught and still on his feet is David Brown, and that is a great catch and gain to about the Olathe North 40. So for the first time tonight, Blue Valley West is inside Olathe North territory. First down, Blue Valley West from the 40. That handoff will go to Cummings. He cuts it up the middle, gains about 3. That brings up 2nd and 7. Vernon Jr. in on the tackle. He's had a good night as well from the inside of that Olathe North line. Riddle takes the snap. He will hand it off, and to the left goes Riley Cummings, and he'll cut forward for maybe 3 yards to bring up second or third and 4. Vernon Jr. gets another tackle. Handoff faked to Riley Cummings, but now he will look to catch it on the sideline, and that pass is complete to Riley Cummings. Forward into inside the red zone, all the way to the 13-yard line. So Riddle faked the handoff to Cummings, but then Cummings went down the far sideline and was wide open for a catch. So Blue Valley West in business as Riddle will fake the handoff and take it himself, and he is met. A.J. Patillo gets the tackle as Riddle loses a couple yards, so that brings up 2nd and 12. Now from the 14-yard line. So a couple of really good passes here from Riddle on this drive have put the Jags inside the red zone. Riddle will throw once again. He looks to his right, and he has nobody, but now throws, finds a man in the end zone. Touchdown! That is number 3 for Blue Valley West, Will Reimer, but now we have a penalty. Looks like this will be holding against Blue Valley West. So call off that touchdown. Looked like Reimer had a touchdown reception from Riddle, but this will be a devastating penalty. And everybody backing up, so it looks like it will indeed be holding. 10-yard penalty. And that is just a tough penalty. Tough time to get a penalty for Blue Valley West. That backs them up all the way to the 16-yard line as they'll be faced with 2nd and about 24. Riddle fakes the handoff. And that pass is complete, short of the first down marker. Short of the original line of scrimmage, I beg your pardon, well short of the first down marker. That brings up 3rd and 14. You'd have to think Blue Valley West is in four down territory. They may have a field goal kicker, but they are down 14-0 as we're approaching 4 or 5 minutes left. And Blue Valley West will call a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. Olathe North leads Blue Valley West 14-0.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News & World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
Welcome back in. Adam Dravetta here on 810varsity.com, joined by the students of Eagle Studios at Olathe North High School. Olathe North leads Blue Valley West 14-0 coming out of a Blue Valley West timeout. The Jags are faced with 3rd and 13 from their Olathe North 15-yard line. This is the farthest into Eagle territory that Blue Valley West has been able to get tonight, but they are faced with 3rd and long, trailing 14-0, 5 minutes left in the half. Riddle has 3 wide receivers, and this will be a handoff, and now they're going to throw back to Riddle, and that is an easy touchdown. That was Scott Riddle to Greg Riddle for a 14-yard touchdown. So they handed it off to Scott Riddle, and then Greg Riddle went down the far sideline So a little trickeration gets the Jags into the end zone with 4:54 left. Extra point is up by Will Reimer, and it is good. So just like that, we have a ball game on the Riddle to Riddle touchdown connection. So Blue Valley West able to capitalize on their trip into Eagle territory. For those who weren't joining us for that entire drive, Blue Valley West did get it in the end zone earlier, but it was negated by a holding, and that backed Blue Valley West up. They were at one point facing a 2nd and 24, and so Blue Valley West was able to overcome that and make it 14-7. As Reimer will go back for the kickoff. Sylvester Union back to receive the kickoff. That will be taken by Sanchez, but his knee was down. He slipped and his knee went down. Looked like he would have been able to get quite a few more yards, but Mario Sanchez, after catching that might have been, would have been down at about the 18-yard line. So 1st and 10 here coming for Olathe North. They have plenty of time to put it back in the end zone, but they have a long ways to go as Arlen Bruce IV lines up at quarterback. And he will keep it himself around to the left. And he gets forward, brought down by Logan Rosner. Looked like Bruce IV was able to gain about 5 there. Keep in mind that touchdown drive by Blue Valley West was set up by a fumble. Olathe North had the ball deep in Blue Valley West territory but fumbled it away. And that is how Blue Valley West was able to get the ball back and eventually score. Bruce will fake the handoff this time, take it to the right. Jake Cummings in on the tackle. Not sure if they'll give the first down or not. Looks like they will, so that 5-yard gain's enough for a touchdown. Or first down, I beg your pardon. Up to the 29-yard line. Clock running as we get set to go under 4 minutes. Two wide receivers to the right, and Jacob Parrish in the backfield with Bruce. Parrish will get that handoff. And he will get forward for about 8 to bring up 2nd and 2, so a good run there by Jacob Parrish. Roach in on the tackle for Blue Valley West. 2nd and short now coming for Olathe North. Eagles do have all 3 of their timeouts left and 3.5 minutes to go, so plenty of time here for the Eagles as they now find themselves at their own 37. Bruce will keep it again, and that will be enough for a first down and more. He's up to the 43-yard line. So Olathe North driving pretty methodically right now, but as I mentioned, they do have all 3 of their timeouts, so they're in a good spot here if they can keep pushing forward. Bruce will hand it off this time to Jacob Parrish. Jacob Parrish finds a hole, gets forward for about 6 yards to the 49. So it's been Arlen Bruce IV and Jacob Parrish on this drive. with a couple of runs each, and that brings up 2nd down and 4 to go as we're at 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Olathe North leading 14-7. Once we get to halftime, we will get you a quick update of some scores. Bruce will keep it himself. He's led by Parrish, and he will get forward for a first down into Blue Valley West territory up to the 44-yard line. So now you wonder if there's going to be a bit of urgency coming as we go under 2 minutes left. As I said, Olathe North does have all 3 of their timeouts left, but they are taking their time. Bruce fakes the handoff to Parrish, takes it to the left, cuts back, and he is tackled at about the 38-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 4. Justin Darsh was in on that tackle after a 6-yard gain by Arlen Bruce IV, who is back at quarterback. And he will once again keep it himself, go to the left. He's got, looks like enough for a first down to about the 33-yard line, and we are at 1 minute and 4 seconds to go. So not sure if Olathe North will choose to use their first timeout or not. They will not. They're going to continue this no-huddle attack as we go under a minute. Olathe North at the 33-yard line, and Arlen Bruce will keep it himself, and he's got some space. And looks like he got 9 yards, and Olathe North will use their first timeout, but we'll keep it right here as we'll give you some scoring updates from 810varsity.com. You can get these scores on 810varsity.com as well as live broadcasts. Blue Valley leads Blue Valley North 21-7. The winner of this game will take on the winner of that game for the sub-state championship. In 5A action, DeSoto leads Mill Valley 7-2, and St. Thomas Aquinas having no trouble leading Blue Valley Southwest 21-0. So that's what's going on the east side of the state. Once again, the game that I'm sure fans of this game are interested in, Blue Valley leads Blue Valley North 21-7. But we've got a ways to go in this one. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Blue Valley, or Olathe North in Blue Valley Blue Valley West territory at the 24-yard line, facing 2nd and 1. And Parrish will get the handoff. He's forward for a first down to about the 20. Olathe North still has a pair of timeouts. And Arlen Bruce will keep it this time. He cuts back after going right. He cut back to the left, and he'll get about 6 yards, and it looks like Olathe North will take another timeout. We'll still keep it here. Just give you a little reset on how we got here. Nelson found Hebert for a 34-yard touchdown in the first quarter to start the scoring. That put Olathe North up 7-0. Nelson again on the pass found Caleb Stout, Dale Stout, I beg your pardon, for 19 yards in the second quarter. And for a little bit, it looked like Olathe North might run away with this, but as they got deep into Blue Valley West territory in the second quarter, Blue Valley West forced a fumble and drove all the way down and scored on what was a pass from Scott Riddle to Greg Riddle. Greg Riddle, the Blue Valley West quarterback, handed it off to Scott Riddle, who then went right back and found Greg Riddle for a touchdown pass. So a little bit of trickeration cut the lead in half, 14-7, which is where we are now, under 30 seconds to play in the half. Arlen Bruce alone in the backfield. He's got 3 wide receivers, but he will keep it himself, and he is inside the 10 to about the 7, maybe the 6-yard line. First down and goal to go. Olathe North has 1 timeout left, but they will not take it. 20 seconds to go. Bruce keeps it again, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Olathe North. A beautifully executed drive. Leaves only 17 seconds left. So Arlen Bruce IV finds the end zone for the first time tonight. That on a, what was a 7-yard touchdown run. And Wallaby Neal comes in for the extra point. He is perfect tonight. And Olathe North will start the second half with the ball, so that is a great way to cap off the half for the Eagles. The extra point is up, and it is good. And it is 21-7 Olathe North with just 17 seconds left to play in the first half. So a great, great drive there by Olathe North. They just kept methodically driving, a few runs here and there by Arlen Bruce IV with the occasional run by Jacob Parrish. And that drive, you'll remember, started way back in Olathe North territory. So Blue Valley West, not sure what they'll choose to do here. Once again, they do have to kick it off to start the second half. So the Jags might choose to go for something here. Not sure what they can pull out of their pocket. 17 seconds to go here in the first half. Olathe North leads Blue Valley West 21-7 after the 7-yard touchdown run by Arlen Bruce IV. Jackson Sarver looks to send away the kick. And he's out of bounds. That was taken, not sure. That was taken by number 28, Jack Hoskins, and it looked like that ball was going to go out of bounds on its own, and that would have given Blue Valley West pretty good field position if it had. But instead, Hoskins elected to keep it, and he kind of stepped right out of bounds after he caught it. And Blue Valley West will have to start all the way back at their own 13-yard line. I'm not sure what they'll choose to do with such poor field position, down 21-7. But once again, Olathe North does receive the second half kickoff, so we're not sure if Blue Valley West will just kneel it here. Doesn't look like they will. They have 4 wide receivers wide, trips to the left, 1 to the right. And Cummings will take the handoff, so it looks like Blue Valley West is content to just let the clock run. And that will take us to the half. So as we head to halftime, Olathe North leads Blue Valley West 21-7 in this sectional championship state quarterfinal. You're listening to high school football coverage on 810varsity.com.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News and World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
Civic is America's leader in partnership corrections, operating over 60 facilities in nearly half of all states. Learn more about Core Civic job opportunities at corecivic.com. You can apply for a rewarding position as a correctional officer, a nurse, or a school teacher, just to name a few. Your next career could be in corrections with Core Civic. Visit corecivic.com. That's corecivic.com.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started. Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
This is our house. Swole buddy. This is our house.
This is our house. This is our house.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started.
Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News & World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
Welcome back into high school football coverage on 810varsity.com. I am Adam Drovetta, joined by Eagle Studios from Olathe North High School. We are at the Olathe District Activity Center, where the Olathe North Eagles lead the Blue Valley West Jaguars 21-14 at halftime. And Olathe North is about to receive the second half kickoff. Olathe North had an excellent drive over the course of the last 3 or so minutes of this first half to extend their lead from 14-7 to 21-7. They took up almost all of the clock and left Blue Valley West with very little time. So a great drive by Olathe North to end the first half puts them in this position now to be up 2 scores and receiving a kick to start the second half. Quick score update: Blue Valley is leading Blue Valley North 21-14 in the second quarter. The winner of that will take on the winner of this. And here comes the kickoff. And forward to about the 26-yard line. Looks like that's Sylvester Union. And Olathe North will take over there at the 26. Cooper O'Keefe got in there for the tackle on Union. And Olathe North has an opportunity here to bust this one open. Arlen Bruce, the fourth in quarterback position. He's joined in the backfield by Jacob Parrish. Parrish will take the handoff to the right side, and he gets forward nearly to the 33-yard line, so gain of about 6. We'll bring up 2nd and 4. Cook in there on the tackle. No huddle attack coming from Olathe North. 2 wide receivers to the left. Parrish and Bruce the fourth in the backfield. And Bruce will keep it himself. And he has a first down and much more as he just puts his helmet. There is a flag, so this may be coming back 1 second. It was a great run by Arlen Bruce the fourth, and he got about 2 or 3 extra yards, but that penalty is on Olathe North, so it will be negated. Holding call on Olathe North backs up the Eagles, and they will be faced with 2nd and about 14 now. So a tough time for a penalty, as it looked like Olathe North was up toward midfield, but that holding brings them all the way back to the 23-yard line. Now in at quarterback for Olathe North is Caleb Nelson. He's joined in the backfield by Arlen Bruce the fourth, who will take the handoff to the right side, get forward for about 4 yards to bring up 3rd and 10. Nelson has had a pair of touchdown passes tonight so far. The first one to Gage Hebert and the second one to Dale Stout. So he has shown an ability to pass all season long, and that is no exception tonight. So we'll see what the Eagles plan to do here on 3rd and 10. Nelson in shotgun formation. He has 3 wide receivers, and he will pass. And that ball will be just incomplete, intended for Dale Stout. Looked like it was defended by number 17, Austin Jones. So that brings up 4th and 10, and the Eagles are forced to punt after that penalty backs them up. So just a little too long there for Dale Stout. Jake Cummings back to receive. Beg your pardon. That is Andrew Bradley back to receive the punt, but it sails out of bounds. And Blue Valley West will start at the 35-yard line. 36, I beg your pardon, is where they will mark that. Well, now they're still going forward with it. The punt did go out of bounds, so I'm not sure where the officials will decide to mark it. Now they're saying about the 37. That is where the ball will be spotted. And so quarterback Greg Riddle in the Blue Valley West offense comes on the field for the first time in this second half. Trips wide to the right, another wide receiver to the left. And this will just be a toss play. And right up the middle is number 25, Big Riley Cummings, and he has a first down into Olathe North territory up to the 48-yard line. So one play and a first down to start this drive for Blue Valley West. And we'll see what the Jags have in store here. Fake handoff. Riddle will pass, and he just misses Scott Riddle. That was just behind Scott Riddle, that pass from Greg Riddle. The Jags' only touchdown tonight actually came from Scott Riddle to Greg Riddle. Quarterback Greg Riddle handed it off to Scott Riddle, and he then found Greg Riddle in the end zone. So the Blue Valley West brothers teamed up for a touchdown in the second quarter, and right here, Andrew, beg your pardon, not sure who had the carry there. Yeah, it was Andrew Bradley, in fact, around to the right. And that will bring up 3rd and 8 after the 2-yard gain by Andrew Bradley. 3rd and long has kind of been a theme here for Blue Valley West tonight. 4 wide receivers, and Riddle will pass it. And he is being surrounded, but he gets the pass away, and that is complete to Will Reimer, and that will be good enough for a first down to the 36-yard line. So a big 3rd down conversion there by Blue Valley West makes it 1st and 10 at the Olathe North 36-yard line as we go under 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. 21-7, Olathe North leading here. Handoff once again to Cummings. He will go up the middle and be met by Mason Pride. Looked like Cummings got about a yard there before Pride took him down, so 2nd and 9 here on the way for Blue Valley West. And handoff is faked, and that is a completed pass, and still on his feet is Brown. David Brown broke a tackle and got forward, and a gain of about 5 will bring up 3rd and 4. So another big 3rd down coming here. Another handoff to Cummings, and he will fight forward. Not sure he's up, not close enough for a first down. He gets to the 29, but the Jags are pretty deep in Olathe North territory, so they might think about going for it here on 4th and 3, down by 14. And indeed, they keep their offense on the field. Riddle will keep it himself. He has a first down and more up to the 20-yard line. Parrish was in there to make a shoestring tackle, which ultimately saved a touchdown. But Blue Valley West now looking at 1st and 10 at the Olathe North 20. Riddle now has 2 players in the backfield with him. Andrew Bradley joins Riley Cummings. Cummings will take that handoff. He'll go right up the middle, and he is near a first down. Looks like just short. Looked like he gained about 8 or 9, so that will bring up 2nd down and short here for Blue Valley West. Similar setup here for Blue Valley West. Handoff once again goes to Riddle. He gets forward, still moving his feet, and he gets inside the 10. That'll be enough for a first down, and it'll be 1st and goal here for Blue Valley West. Abram Phillips got in there to make the tackle, but not before Riley Cummings was able to get forward inside the 10. First down and goal from the 9 here coming for Blue Valley West. And here comes a pass that will sail long. Looked like that was intended for Scott Riddle, the younger brother of Greg Riddle. And that brings up 2nd and goal from the 9. Another pass coming here from Riddle. He will look into the end zone, and he finds David Brown for a touchdown. 9-yard touchdown pass from Riddle to Brown. And it is a one-score game once again with 6:09 left in the third quarter. Will Reimer in to attempt the extra point to try to make it a 7-point game. And that is up. And the low kick is good. So that makes it 21-14. So Blue Valley West is the first to strike here in the second half. Good drive there by the Jaguars to cut this lead in half. And I also credit Blue Valley West defense, who was able to force a punt on the opening drive of the half by Olathe North. Reimer in to kick the ball off. Sylvester Union and Jacob Parrish back deep to receive. .609 left in the third quarter, and it is just a 7-point game, 21-14. Olathe North leading Blue Valley West. Olathe North set to receive the kickoff after the Greg Riddle touchdown pass to David Brown. Sylvester Union takes that kickoff. He's forward to the 20. He's got a hole, and he's forward to the 31. Hole closed pretty quickly. But for a moment, it did look like he had some space. Evan Gronick made the tackle, and Olathe North will start at their own 30. They had terrific field position for a large portion of the first half. But their two drives so far this half have started deep in their own territory. Arlen Bruce, the fourth in at quarterback. He's joined in the backfield by Jacob Parrish, and he has two wide receivers to the left. Fakes the handoff to Parrish, cuts back to the right and forward for about 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5. Thomas Cook was in there on the tackle for Blue Valley West. And the Eagles are looking at 2nd and 5 to go, leading 21-14. Bruce will hand it off this time to Jacob Parrish, and Parrish has enough for a first down. 6-yard carry to the 41-yard line. And if you were watching, you'll remember that at the end of the first half, that touchdown drive to put Olathe North up 21-7 was largely made up of carries by Arlen Bruce IV and Jacob Parrish. So they're quite the rushing tandem, as Bruce IV will keep it himself this time, tries to get around to the outside, and he's forced out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, 44-yard line. Roach was able to force Bruce out of bounds after a 3-yard gain, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Handoff goes to Parrish, and Parrish is met pretty quickly and brought down by Jaden Mayfield. Parrish was able to get forward for about 4, and that brings up 3rd down. At half, Blue Valley leads Blue Valley North 21-14. And that game, no doubt, of great interest to the fans of these two teams, as the winner of this game will play the winner of that one for the sub-state championship. 3rd and 3 here coming for Olathe North. Bruce will fake the handoff, keep it himself. Looked like he was going to go up middle, but cuts back to the right, and a first down into Blue Valley West territory. Good heads-up run by Arlen Bruce IV. He cut up the middle, saw there was nothing there, but was able to very quickly cut back to the right. And he gets inside Blue Valley West territory to the 43-yard line. And another first down coming here for the Eagles. First down run coming from Bruce, comes to the right. Leading the way on the block is Jacob Parrish, and Bruce will once again be forced out of bounds. But first, before he was out of bounds, looked like he gained about 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and 4. Pendergast in on the tackle for the Jags. Second and short coming here for the Eagles as Parrish goes out wide, and that will be an offsides. So a hard snap count forced Blue Valley West to jump off sides, and that will give them a free first down. So that will be first down from about the 31. So that hard count fooled Blue Valley West. And that will be first down and 10 now for Olathe North. Jacob Parrish remains out wide. Arlen Bruce IV alone in the backfield. He'll take it on a draw play to the right and get forward to the 26-yard line. Gain of about 5 brings up 2nd and 5. Jake Cummings was able to make the tackle after the 5-yard gain. And looks like Jacob Parrish will head back to the backfield with Arlen Bruce. Parrish was lined up wide on those last couple plays, but now he is with Arlen Bruce lined up to his right. And Bruce will fake the handoff to Parrish, take it himself. Looks like he's near the first down, but just short, about a 4-yard carry, makes it 3rd and 1. So great running night for Arlen Bruce IV. He had a touchdown in the first half. 3rd and short here coming for Olathe North. You'd have to imagine they're in 4-down territory as deep as they are. Although I'm not sure how Zach Wallaby-Neal's leg is. Maybe he can kick it from here, but it is 3rd down. Bruce IV keeps it himself, and he has enough for the first down. He's still on his feet, and he's inside the 10. Good running there by Arlen Bruce IV. 15-yard gain takes it to the 8-yard line, and Olathe North is set up with 1st and goal. So this has been all ground and pound here for Olathe North on this drive. And that'll be a handoff to Jacob Parrish, and he gets inside the 5 to the 4, and that brings up 2nd and goal. Logan Ford gets the tackle of Parrish. Second and goal coming for the Eagles from the Blue Valley West 4-yard line. The Eagles looking to make this a 2-score game once again. Bruce will keep it himself, cuts to the right, and he's in for a touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run by Arlen Bruce IV. With 2:03 left in the third, and that extends the Olathe North lead to 27. To 27 to 14, I beg your pardon, as Wallaby-Neal comes in for the extra point. So he'll try to make it 28 to 14. And he will do just that. So after Blue Valley West was able to cut it down to a 1-score game, Olathe North has a very methodical drive of a little over 4 minutes capped off by an Arlen Bruce IV touchdown run of 4 yards, and that makes it 28 to 14 with 2:03 left in the third quarter. Jackson Sarver back to send this kickoff for Olathe North. Riddle and Bradley back to receive it. Bradley will take it, and he is met very quickly by a bunch of Eagles. Looked like he was ultimately taken down by A.J. Patillo. So not much there on that kickoff return, and Blue Valley West will start with the ball at their own 24-yard line. Four wide receivers wide here for Riddle. Cummings joins him in the backfield, and he will get the carry. Riley Cummings to the left. And he is brought down by Noah Palmer. Gained about 5 yards to bring up 2nd and 5. Riddle will fake the handoff, and he will now look to throw, and he will just have to throw it away. He was pressured by number 37, Abram Phillips. Not sure if they'll call intentional grounding or not on that. I think ultimately the call will be that Riddle was outside the pocket. Riley Cummings leaving the field, and coming in is Andrew Bradley. And the Jags are looking at 3rd and 5 from their own 29-yard line. Trips wide to the right and a single wide receiver to the left. Riddle will look to pass it. Left-handed pass goes to number 7, Andrew Bradley. And I'm not sure if he stepped out of bounds and then caught it. And yeah, they will call an incomplete pass because Andrew Bradley was out of bounds. So that brings up 4th down. And Blue Valley West lined up as if they will go for it. And now the officials are having a conversation. Not sure if one official believes Bradley was inbounds, but they're going to talk. Right now that pass was called incomplete as Bradley was ruled out of bounds when he caught it. And now they will call illegal touching there on Blue Valley West because Bradley was out of bounds and then came back in without reestablishing himself, and he was the first player to touch the ball. That is not allowed. So this will be a penalty, and I'm not sure if it results in loss of down or not. But Olathe North will decline it regardless, and that brings up 4th and 5. And the punt team is coming in for Blue Valley West, so we'll see what the Jaguars decide to do here. Not sure if they'll fake it. Olathe North leads at 28-14 with 1:16 left in the 3rd quarter. So a quarter and change left here in this one as Blue Valley West trails by 2 scores. Pendergast back to punt, and he will send it away. That is a high, short punt, and this will be terrific field position for Olathe North. We'll see where the official spots it. Looks like he will say at the 48, and that's, in my opinion, kind of generous because it looked like it could have gone up to near the 40, but Olathe North will take it over. Olathe North will take it over at the 48-yard line with a chance to extend this 28-14 lead. Arlen Bruce IV takes the handoff. He'll hand it to Jacob Parrish, who gets up the middle for about 10 yards. So this half has really been a lot of attacking runs by Arlen Bruce IV and Jacob Parrish. And on the previous drive for Olathe North, that resulted in a touchdown. That was capped off on a 4-yard run by Arlen Bruce IV. As we go now under a minute, actually nearing 30 seconds left in this third quarter, Olathe North will have to run at least one more play. They're getting low on play clock, 3 seconds left, and they get the snap off. Bruce keeps it himself, and he lunges forward. Looked like he was met initially by Thomas Cook, but Bruce was able to break that tackle and get forward to the 40, and that might be the last play of the third quarter. Olathe North lining up as if they want to run it, but they will run out of time. So that's the end of the third quarter. We will take a break with Olathe North leading 28-14. This is high school football coverage on 810varsity.com.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News and World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com.
Apologies there. 4-yard gain there by Olathe North. Apologies on the audio. I will take the blame on that one. Nonetheless, after that run by Arlen Bruce IV, Olathe North looking at 1st and 10 as we are just starting the fourth quarter. Olathe North leads this one 28-14. We'll keep a close eye on that Blue Valley North game as the winner of this game will take on the winner of that one for the chance to go to the state championship. Arlen Bruce around the right gets minimal gain, maybe a yard. Most recent update we have is Blue Valley leading Blue Valley North 21-14 at half. Again, you can get all these scores on 810varsity.com along with highlights and live game broadcasts. And that looks like Parrish takes it around to the left, and he will maybe lose a yard or two. And so that brings up 3rd and 11. So 3rd and 11 here coming for Olathe North. As Nelson comes in. Nelson will hand it off to Arlen Bruce IV, who keeps his legs churning. And he gets to about the 32. That'll make it 4th and a little more manageable. Not sure what the Eagles will decide to do here. Looks like Olathe North will elect to go for it. They do have that pooch punt option, which Arlen Bruce IV is known to do. He is lined back up at quarterback, joined in the backfield by Jacob Parrish. He has 2 wide to the right as he sends Parrish now wide to the left. So Bruce will pooch punt it, and that one will sail and roll into the end zone. So not what Arlen Bruce IV was wanting. He was clearly hoping to pin Blue Valley West a little deeper into their own territory, but now after the touchback, the Jaguars will take over at their own 20. A little bit of a reset here. We have 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. This is the state quarterfinals. The winner of this one will take on the winner of Blue Valley and Blue Valley North. Blue Valley leads that one right now, 21-14 at half. And Blue Valley West takes over, and Cummings will get the handoff to the left. Looks like he only gained about 1. Vernon Jr. got the tackle. And that brings up 2nd and 8. Andrew Bradley now in the backfield with Greg Riddle for Blue Valley West. Trips wide to the right, 1 man wide to the left. Riddle will keep it himself after the fake handoff. He's forward close to a first down. Not sure if they'll give it to him or not. Looks like they will. First down, Blue Valley West to the 30-yard line. You have to think a sense of urgency is setting in here for Blue Valley West. They are down 2 scores as we approach 8 minutes to go in the game. Riddle will look to pass. He's got a man on the sidelines, well covered. Sylvester Union was able to break that one up. That pass was intended for Jack Davis, number 85, and that brings up 2nd and 10 here for Blue Valley West. Riddle fakes the handoff and will look to pass, and he will just have to launch it out of bounds as he had a few Olathe North defenders coming after him. And that brings up 3rd and 10. Pass coming here from Riddle, and he avoids a sack and gets the pass away, and that will be a first down. That is Greg Riddle to Scott Riddle, gain of about 12, and that will get a first down. And Greg Riddle, the quarterback, did a great job of evading pressure and finding his little brother, Scott Riddle. I guess I should say younger brother. Scott Riddle is actually a couple inches taller than Greg Riddle, so we'll call him younger brother, not little brother. Nonetheless, the first down pass, or the pass gives Blue Valley West a first down, and on that first down, Riley Cummings will keep it, and he will go nowhere. No gain. Patillo gets in there for the stop for Olathe North. He's had a good night. Abram Phillips and A.J. Patillo, as well as Michael Vernon Jr., have had good tackling nights for Olathe North. That pass is complete. Looked like another Riddle to Riddle hookup, and that'll bring up 3rd and about 2 after the 8-yard pass from Greg Riddle to Scott Riddle. They'll call it 3rd and 3 here, so that's what we'll call it. Riley Cummings takes the toss, and he'll have enough for a first down. Inside Blue Valley, or beg your pardon, inside Olathe North territory to the 49-yard line, maybe the 48. All the way to the 47, in fact.
Zone read play. Fullback or quarterback keep here.
And there's a handoff, and breaking through for a touchdown is Andrew Bradley, a 47-yard touchdown run. And that makes it 28-20 with 6:34 left in the game. So a big, big score there for Blue Valley West.
Should have been a 15-yard freaking penalty for hitting our guy out of bounds.
Will Reimer in for the extra point. And that extra point is good to make it 28-21. So a good ball game here in Olathe, where the Olathe North Eagles lead the Blue Valley West Jaguars 28-21 with 6:34 left. At the beginning of the fourth quarter, Blue Valley is leading Blue Valley North 21-14. That score update from 810varsity.com. You can get scores and highlights and analysis, as well as live game broadcasts on 810varsity.com. The winner of Blue Valley and Blue Valley North will play the winner of this matchup between Blue Valley West and Olathe North in next week's state championship game. Sub-state championship game, I beg your pardon. That game will be played for the right to go to the state championship game. Getting a couple weeks ahead of myself. That state championship game, the 6A title game in Emporia this year, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. But there is still a lot of football to be played between now and then as Reimer lines up to send a kick. Sylvester Union and Jacob Parrish back to receive it. Parrish will take it at about the 20, cuts back toward the middle of the field, and he is forward to almost the 35, now 36-yard line. Things getting a little pushy and aggressive down there on the field, as this game is very high stakes. A quarterfinal playoff game and a trip to sub-state is at stake here. Olathe North will start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line after the 15-yard kickoff return by Jacob Parrish. And it looks like it's Arlen Bruce back in at quarterback. A lot of noise now coming from the visitor bleachers with some momentum as Blue Valley West is now back within a touchdown. Arlen Bruce takes the handoff, tries to get around the right side, and he is stopped, maybe got a yard or two. And that brings up 2nd down and 9. And perhaps even more importantly, Arlen Bruce IV was forced out of bounds on that play, so that stops the clock. 2nd and 9 here coming for Olathe North. Bruce and Parrish in the backfield with a one wide receiver wide on each side of the line. Bruce IV will keep it himself. He's got some room, cuts up forward. Not quite enough for a first down. He gets to the 44-yard line, so that will bring up 3rd and 2. So a big, big 3rd down play coming for each of these teams. That run wide seems to be working. Bruce and Parrish back in the backfield. You have to imagine it'll be one of them, as they have been doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Bruce does indeed keep it. He's got a first down, and he's inside Blue Valley West territory to the 49-yard line. 7-yard gain by Arlen Bruce IV, and he keeps this drive going. 48-yard line, 1st and 10 here for Olathe North. The Eagles lead at 28-21 as we're under 5.5 minutes to go. Blue Valley West absolutely has to make a stop. Hard to imagine they'll have time after this drive is over to get 2 scores. So they'll need a stop on this drive while they're down 7. Bruce IV takes the snap, keeps himself to the left. That play's been working. And he has about 7 yards forward to the 41-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 3. So really not a lot of secrecy or surprise from Olathe North. This run by running the ball with Arlen Bruce IV and occasionally Jacob Parrish has been working all night, so they really have no reason to go away from it. And it certainly bleeds the clock as we're under 4.5 minutes to go. We'll try to get at least one more score update from that Blue Valley North game. For now, Arlen Bruce is met in the backfield and stuffed by Andrew Pendergast, and that is a loss, and that brings up 3rd and about 7. Big tackle there by Andrew Pendergast. Clock does continue to run as we're under 4 minutes to go. This is a massive 3rd down play. 3rd and 7 to go. And that will be a run for, looked like Lawson. Indeed, that was Corey Lawson, and he gets maybe 1. And it is 4th down, and it looks like Olathe North will elect to punt. And there's a timeout. We'll also take a timeout. 28-21 Eagles. You're listening to high school football coverage on 810varsity.com.
When it comes to SUVs, nothing beats Honda. U.S. News & World Report's best SUV brand 4 years in a row, including the 2019 Honda Pilot, one of the millions of Hondas built here in America since 1982. Or the 2019 CR-V, a crossover car and driver calls a better value than the RAV4. And right now, get Pilot with 1.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. For more offers, visit kchondadealers.com today.
Welcome back in to high school football coverage on 810varsity.com. Olathe North leads this one over Blue Valley West 28-21. A trip to sub-state on the line. It is 4th and 7. Arlen Bruce is lined up in quarterback position, but they do have a pooch punt play. And that is indeed what they will elect for, and that is a long punt that will go out of bounds. Excellent punt by Arlen Bruce IV will pin Blue Valley West deep. Last punt like that from Bruce IV rolled into the end zone. This one he's able to send it to the sideline. And that backs Blue Valley West up all the way to the 7. So if Blue Valley West wants to tie this game up, they will need to go 93 yards in about 3.5 minutes. And here comes Greg Riddle and the Blue Valley West offense. And the home fans here for Olathe North are making a lot of noise. They know an opportunity to go to sub-state is on the line, as Riddle will toss it here to Riley Cummings. Cummings gets forward for about 4. Patillo gets another tackle. A.J. Patillo has been a great defensive player so far tonight for Blue Valley West. Riddle will look to pass on this one. He rolls out to the left, has a man open, and that is caught by number 86. That is Brown. And that's enough for a first down, a 14-yard gain, as we're at the 3-minute mark. Now we go under 3 minutes. 28-21. Trips wide to the right, another man wide to the left. And Greg Riddle readies himself for the shotgun snap. He'll hand it off to Riley Cummings. Cummings falls forward for maybe half a yard, and maybe even less than that. So that brings up 2nd and 10 as we hit the 2.5-minute mark. Last update we had is Blue Valley still leading Blue Valley North 28-21. The winner of that one will take on the winner of this one as Riddle is back to pass, and he sends it over to the sideline, and that ball is caught. Fantastic catch there for a first down by David Brown. McKibben in on the tackle, and that makes it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line here for the Jaguar offense, trailing by just a touchdown with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. Riddle will hand off that one to Riley Cummings, and he gets forward for about 4 to the 39-yard line.
7's coming in. 85's coming out. We get 2 back. Watch that power read again. Watch that power read.
Andrew Bradley in for Blue Valley West, and he will join Riley Cummings and Greg Riddle in the backfield. Riddle will fake the handoff, keep it himself. He's to the left side, and he has enough for a first down. Not sure if he was able to get out of bounds or not. I think he was, and that should stop the clock. First down and 10 to go at the 49-yard line. Blue Valley West not quite into Olathe North territory. 1:44 left. And Olathe North clinging on to a 7-point lead. Riddle will pass on a play-action fake. And not sure if he was able to complete that or if he just threw it away. Ultimately, he just threw it away. It was an incomplete pass intended for his little brother, Scott Riddle. And that brings up 2nd and 10. Clock will stop with 1:37 left. Blue Valley West has 2 timeouts remaining. 3 wide receivers, two running backs joining Riddle in the backfield. He will pass, and he will dump it off to Riley Cummings. Evaded pressure and dumped it off to Cummings, who gets forward to the 39-yard line, brings up another first down. Nice evasive maneuvering there by Greg Riddle, who finds Cummings forward for a first down. 1st and 10 from the Olathe North 39-yard line. Riddle will pass once again. He's got nobody right now, but he's got all sorts of time, and that is caught. That is caught by number 7, Andrew Bradley. That will be a first down, but there is a flag right around where Bradley caught it. Not sure if they'll call a clip. We'll wait to see what that. We'll see what this is. Looks like it'll go against Blue Valley West. It was from the spot, so minute 16 left, and here's the call. So it was an illegal block in the back was the call, and that was 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so it will back up Blue Valley West. They will have 1st and 3 now. Clock running as we approach 1:10 to go. Riddle will take it, hands it off, and around the outside, but still in bounds is Andrew Bradley. Andrew Bradley was tackled in bounds, but Blue Valley West uses their second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. We'll see if we can get a more updated score from 810varsity.com. 6 minutes left. Blue Valley leads Blue Valley North 21-14, so they are in a tight one, as are we. The winner of Blue Valley and Blue Valley North will take on the winner of this game. A 1:02 left to go, and 2nd and 3 here coming from Blue Valley West once this timeout concludes. Olathe North leads 28-21. So on a few different occasions, Olathe North did have a 2-score lead. They're up 14-0, 21-7, and 28-14, but Blue Valley West has been able to answer. And now 2nd and 3 coming from the 32-yard line for Blue Valley West out of the timeout. The Jaguars have 1 timeout remaining. Something to keep in mind. Riddle will hold on to it. He looks to pass, and he's got time and finds a man for a first down. And that is Andrew Bradley, who catches it for a first down to the 21-yard line as we're under a minute to go. Clock will now wind with the ball being set. 50 seconds, now 49. Olathe North leads by a touchdown. Riddle will keep it himself. And Blue Valley West will call timeout. We'll keep it here as Riddle on that rush was able to get inside the 15-yard line. 37 seconds left. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 after the timeout. And that is Blue Valley West's final timeout. So not sure if they'll have the option to do a lot of running. If they do run, they will have to get a first down, because on a first down, the clock briefly stops until the ball is set. And so might be a lot of passing here from Greg Riddle. He does have a touchdown pass. So far tonight. So a fantastic conclusion to this ball game. Blue Valley West has it at the Olathe North 15-yard line. Olathe North has a 28-21 lead, and we have 37 seconds left in this game. Blue Valley West has just used their final timeout. Trips wide to the right. Riddle fakes the handoff. He looks to the end zone, and that is overthrown. That was intended to number 8, Omar Stanley. Omar Stanley stands at 6'8", so you'd have to imagine the idea there was a bit of a jump ball. But Stanley was overthrown by Riddle, and that brings up 3rd and 4. That used up 6 seconds on the clock, so 31 seconds remaining in this ball game. Or in regulation, I should say. Third down and 4. Shotgun snap goes to Riddle, and he looks back and into the end zone for a touchdown. That goes to David Brown, number 86. So an extra point will tie this ball game up. With 26 seconds left in this game. So we will see what comes.
He moved! He moved! He moved!
Will Reimer in for the extra point. That kick is up and good, and this ball game is tied. What a drive by Blue Valley West to tie this thing up at 28 apiece, and 26 seconds left in regulation. Olathe North does have 3 timeouts, so I wouldn't be so sure that they'll just kneel it out. I would think they're going to go for the opportunity for a game-winning score with those 3 timeouts left. Students on both sides are hyped right now. Student section's going crazy on the Blue Valley West side and the Olathe North side. Fans on both sides up on their feet as this ball game is tied at 28 apiece with 26 seconds remaining in this quarterfinal matchup. High school football playoff, as exciting as it can get, and that kickoff will bounce, and I'm not sure. Olathe North was able to recover it. Initially, it looked like it would have been a wise idea just to let it bounce out of bounds. Unfortunately, it did not bounce out of bounds. It just took a high hop, and Blue Valley West had an opportunity to recover it, but Olathe North was able to jump on it, and they will take over at the 24, their own 24-yard line. They do have 3 timeouts left, so we'll see what they decide to do with 25 seconds remaining and 3 timeouts. Caleb Nelson is in the game for Blue Valley, or for Olathe North. He has 2 touchdown passes tonight. He has been the primary passer for Olathe North as they have 5 wide receivers now. 3 timeouts in their pocket. Middle of the field open if they want to go that way, and that pass is incomplete. It was intended for Mario Sanchez, so it went low. Took 4 seconds off the clock, 21 seconds remaining. Five wide receivers once again. Clock stopped at 21 seconds after the incomplete pass. They'll try the exact same thing. Mario Sanchez takes it. He's along the sideline. He gets out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. So that's about a 9-yard gain. That was Lawson, I beg your pardon. Thought it was Sanchez. "16 seconds remain. Nelson looks to his right, and that pass is, I believe, incomplete. Yeah, it was intended for Parrish, and that brings up 4th down. And now Olathe North, not sure what they'll choose to do. Blue Valley West has no timeouts. There are 13 seconds left. Play clock winding down. And may see one of these pooch punts here from Arlen Bruce IV as we have 3 seconds. And here comes the punt, and that will roll. Good punt by Arlen Bruce IV. And it rolls out of bounds at the 13-yard line. And with 4 seconds left and no timeouts, not that a timeout would matter because you really can't get more than a play off with 4 seconds left anyway, but I would think Blue Valley West will choose to kneel it. But I could be wrong, but I think we're heading for overtime, tied at 28-28. They're lined up in formation as if they are going to take a knee. That is exactly what they'll do. As the fourth quarter winds to a close, we will take a quick break as we are headed to overtime, tied 28-28. Blue Valley West versus Olathe North for the right to go to the sub-state game. You're watching high school football coverage on 810varsity.com.
Gear up for back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Civic is America's leader in partnership corrections, operating over 60 facilities in nearly half of all states. Learn more about CoreCivic job opportunities at CoreCivic.com. You can apply for a rewarding position as a correctional officer, a nurse, or a school teacher, just to name a few. Your next career could be in corrections with CoreCivic. Visit CoreCivic.com. That's CoreCivic.com.
Today is a new day. A day we've been waiting for our whole lives. We've put in the work to get to this moment, to have this opportunity to come together as a team. Everyone knows KC is on the rise, but what they don't know is we're just getting started.
Community America, powering the rise of Kansas City.
Welcome back into high school football coverage on 810varsity.com. I am Adam Dravetta, helped along by Eagle Studios at Olathe North. The Olathe North Eagles are tied with the Blue Valley West Jaguars by a score of 28-28. As Blue Valley West was able to put up 14 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to tie things up. And for those of you unfamiliar with the high school overtime rules, they're very similar to college rules where everybody does get a shot to play on offense. The difference being they start with the ball at the 10-yard line as opposed to the 25. So each team will be facing first and goal from the 10-yard line. There will be no game clock, only a play clock. So Olathe North wins the toss, and they will elect to start on defense. Obviously, the strategy there being once you get the ball on offense, when it's your turn, you know exactly what it is you have to do. Blue Valley West comes in on offense. And on first down, Riley Cummings will get the handoff, and he gets forward for maybe a yard, bringing up second and goal from the 9. Andrew Bradley is also in for Blue Valley West. He joins Riley Cummings and Greg Riddle in the backfield. Riddle will look to pass, rolls to his left, and he will look into the back of the end zone, but that was incomplete. David Brown was the intended receiver, and I'm not sure if he would have even been in bounds had he caught it, but nonetheless it fell incomplete, and it's 28-all. 3rd and 9 here coming for Blue Valley West. Once again, no first downs, you have to score. Handoff will go to Bradley, and he is stopped after no gain, and that will bring up 4th down, and it looks like there will be a timeout. Olathe North calls a timeout. We'll take a break with them as fourth down coming here for Blue Valley West. This is high school football coverage on 810varsity.com.
This is our house.
Swole body.
This is our house.
This is our house. This is our house.
Welcome back into high school football coverage on 810varsity.com. Olathe North and Blue Valley West are tied in overtime. Blue Valley West looking at fourth down from the 9. And Olathe North will have an opportunity after this one, as Olathe North started on defense in overtime. And Blue Valley West has their offense on the field. They are not looking for a field goal. Riddle will look to the left, and he will fire and has a man wide open. Touchdown, Blue Valley West. That one to David Brown. And we'll see what comes of this extra point from Will Reimer. He has made his previous 4, and that one's blocked! Extra point blocked! Big, big play. And the score will be 34-28. Mason Pride in on the block, and that may be the play of the game. If Olathe North is able to score here, now Bruce looking to pass, and that is an incomplete pass. Looked like it was intended for Dale Brown, or Dale Stout, I beg your pardon. That brings up second and 10 here. Second and goal, rather, I guess, from the 10-yard line for Olathe North. Arlen Bruce in at quarterback. Eagles have not seen the end zone since the third quarter. Bruce will keep it himself around the right. Tries to get the corner. He does, and he's in for a touchdown! 10-yard touchdown run by Arlen Bruce. And this is a huge extra point here from Wallaby Neal, and this could send Olathe North to sub-state. So this is the play of the game. Mason Pride was able to block the extra point from Blue Valley West after their touchdown in the first possession of overtime. So Wallaby Neal can put it away here. Kick up. And that is good! And Olathe North wins it in overtime, 35-34. What a game and what a win for the Olathe North Eagles as they move on, and they will host the Sub-State Championship next week with the opportunity to move on to the 6A State Championship. They will face the winner of Blue Valley and Blue Valley North. Blue Valley has won that one 21-20, so we will see Blue Valley versus Olathe North next week right here at ODAC. What a win for the Olathe North Eagles. Final score 35-34. And the play of the game was the blocked extra point by Mason Pride after the first possession in overtime by Blue Valley West resulted in a touchdown. Mason Pride got in there to block the extra point, after which Arlen Bruce skirted in for a 10-yard touchdown run, and Zach Wallaby Neal was able to make his 5th extra point of the night to finish things off 35-34. What a game. Olathe North moves on to the sub-state championship, where they will play Blue Valley right here at the ODAC, and you will be able to watch that on 810varsity.com and through Eagle Studios. That will be next Friday night, November the 22nd, for the right to move on to the state championship. What a game we have just seen here tonight. Once again, your final score 35-34 after an overtime victory by the Olathe North Eagles. Thanks again to Eagle Studios for all their help tonight. We will see you next week when Olathe North takes on Blue Valley for the sub-state championship on the eastern half of the state. This has been high school football coverage. Once again, that final score 35-34, Olathe North wins. This has been high school football coverage on 810varsity.com. I am Adam Dravetta. Have a great weekend.